None of these land masses exist because they're all what's known as phantom islands. If you're at sea and trying to tell where you are, it's relatively easy to judge how far north-south you are by looking at the stars. But before the invention of the chronometer, small clocks that don't lose time, explorers lacked a good way of telling where they were east-west. That's because without good clocks, there was no way to compare when the sun or the stars should be out at a known location, like Greenwich, England, to when they came out at a current location. So for example, if you have a clock set to Greenwich Mean Time and you know the date, and you know that on that day the sun is at its highest point at noon in Greenwich, England, and you observe that at your current location the sun is at its highest point when your clock reads 5 p.m. GMT, you know you're 5 hours behind Greenwich time. That is 5/24ths of the Earth to the west. That is approximately 72 degrees west. All of this means that before good clocks, maps were typically bad, which brings us back to phantom islands. So if you look at old maps, you'll find land masses that don't exist or are really misshapen, A, because people made gross navigational errors, or B, because map makers would sometimes sneak them in on purpose to catch plagiarists. Over time, as consensus proves a phantom island to be fictitious, they slowly disappear from maps, but we still have the old ones as records that at one time, at least someone claimed they existed. A pretty recent example of this is Sandy Island. First charted by James Cook in 1774 in the Coral Sea off the eastern coast of Australia, it appeared on multiple maps throughout the 1800s and into the 20th century. It even appeared on Google Maps until late 2012 when it was finally removed because scientists mapped the depth of the seafloor in the surrounding areas and found no shallow water near it, and then sailed to its supposed location, finding nothing.